Buckley's a bitch. They didn't make me wear that. That's not wrong. Can I wear it?
Well, welcome back. How are you feeling this fight week?
Thank you. I'm feeling amazing. I'm on cloud nine.
I heard that there was a shirt that you wanted to wear. You weren't allowed to wear it. Can you tell me about it?
I know. That's messed up. I have the Buckley's a shirt, and they told me not to wear that. What's wrong with that? Still, if you're watching it, you're still a bitch. I hate that motherfucker. When I hate it, hate is a strong word. I dislike him.
So you guys have not squashed this beef at all?
No. We'll squash in a... If I see him, of course, I'll say hi, but I still don't like his personality.
Well, Buckley aside, what are your thoughts on your opponent this week?
I have nothing of him. I'm just going to go in there and whoop his ass. That's it. I have no thought of him. And I heard he said he doesn't want to lose to the other gym. He should be purred. I'm going to murder him in that gym. I'm going to murder him in that ring. That's what I'm going to do. I hope he come and sniff my crotch so I can elbow him in the face.
So have you guys run into each other anywhere in Denver?
I've actually never met him, never seen him. For somebody who have been training here for a long time, he's also here. We've never seen each other. I don't have anything against him or his gym or anything like that. But we're about to fight. And I want to beat that shit. I want to make all my money and take home and feed my kids. So I'm going to beat him and make extra 50 G's too.
So I asked him about the crowd, because if you're both from Denver, who's the crowd going to root for?
I don't care who they can root for him. I would care less. I'm just so happy that there's going to be a crowd finally to give me that energy to smack that shit somebody. And I feel like this is that time. This is that time. And I'm swear to God, I have some demons in me that I'm trying to unleash on that motherfucker. And I'm going to unleash. Of course, my word is going to make it sound like I hate him or I have nothing against him, but I swear to God, I'm going to unleash some fucking demons on that motherfucker.
You're kind of scaring me.
Sorry.
It's okay. Do you prefer that the crowd not root for you because it gives you a little bit more energy? Because I've been talking about this with a few people, and some people really like
the crowd
booing them.
Yes. So for me, actually, both sides work for me. As long as there's that sound. Look, you can boo the shit out of me, right? I will not give a shit. But that sound, your sound is still going to motivate me, and I'm going to go in there and do what I have to do. The more you give me, the more they crowd for me, then he's probably going to be dead within 30 seconds if they root for me. If they root for him, maybe he has a minute.
I think that you guys were one of the very few fights that actually lasted throughout this card. A lot of them kind of got new opponents.
Yeah, people keep changing.
Yeah. When you were seeing that happening, were you like, oh, when am I going to get that phone call?
Yes, I was worried too. For a second, I thought they were going to scrap the whole card and then redo it, or maybe he's also going to back out or something like that. But I was happy none of that happened. So you prepare for one person, you go in there and whoop his ass. So that's good. I'm happy for that.
And I know you don't want to look past him, but what are your goals for the rest of the year?
My goal is just keep smashing people. Of course, like I said, I'm getting older. I have to put that into a perspective too at some point. And I don't want to be the guy that is in his 40s and he's still fighting. But it's definitely not the time yet, I swear to God. I still feel like I'm 21. I really don't talk about this much, but there was a time in my life that some bad accusation happened to me. And I'm not going to lie, it fucked me up mentally, I swear to God. All my fights, I tried to come back and try to find that me, right? I couldn't find it. No matter what I do, I'll be walking in there and I feel ashamed. Because that's the most evil, the most disgusting thing you can attach. For somebody who I'm a very prideful person. To even have something to attach my name is very disgusting. I tried to forget about it. I tried to work on it mentally. If I'm sure a lot of people realize it. After that happened to me, when I came back from there, I was knocking everybody out, winning 10-0. I came back and stuff just went south. In my head, I was thinking to myself, I have fixed myself. I have fixed it, but I swear to God, it never. Until I'll thank Pyfer for that last fight. Of course, I was injured for that last fight, but hey, you still got to make money. And I came in there. But after that fight, I feel like that guy made me find that demon in me, that everything I've been thinking of myself. I'm going to cry. I'm going to do anything I have to do, but I'll never give up. And this is that time, and I swear to God, I cannot wait to put my hand on this motherfucker. I swear, all the anger I've have in me, all the anger I'm going to unleash it on this motherfucker. I swear to God. Or the revenge I didn't get on those evil motherfuckers. The revenge that the Lord didn't allow me to get from those bitches. I swear I'm going to unleash it on this motherfucker. I swear to God. I'm telling you this now. If you're watching where the fuck you are, so you better kill me in that fucking ring. You better knock me the fuck out that I cannot move. But I swear to God, you fucking regret that you fought Razak. I swear to God. I'm going to unleash that fucking demon in me, whatever that happened in that ring. That's what's going to happen.
You don't have to talk about it, obviously, but did it make it harder for you to trust people after that?
Oh, I swear to God. I record everything. I swear to God. I can walk into an elevator right now. And if a woman walks in that room with me, I'll turn my camera on right away. If I open my phone, my audio right now, I swear I have so many audios in my phone because I'm scared. I'm scared of what's going to happen. Somebody's going to do the same to me. I'm worried. I'm always looking at my back, right? The only people I feel like I don't record is the women that I know in my life that I trust them, that I know they will never do something evil like that to me. But anybody else, I'm scared. I'm worried. It's like I have to second guess everything, right? And it fucked me up. It's fucked me. I've been trying to heal. I've been trying to heal this and heal this. It's been hard. But right now, this is the fucking time. But I swear, you bitches, I want my fucking revenge.
Well, when Cody was in here, he spoke really highly of you. He said that he saw you fight, I think he said Detroit, and he's been a fan of you ever since. Does that make you feel like...
Like I told you earlier, I don't know that I haven't met the guy. I have no animosity towards him. I have no hate towards him. He looks like a very cool guy, right? But we're about to fight. My family, my kids' livelihood is on it. I have nothing against him. Of course, after I smash him, we can be friends. Of course, I know he'll be an amazing guy to hang out with. I train here, right? After that, we can be friends, go get some food, go get whatever it is, hang out, right? But right now, I'm sorry. You got to have it. I need to unleash that demon, and sorry, you're going to have to take it. That's all I can say. And I have nothing against him, like I said. I've never met the guy, and from what I've seen, he's a very cool guy. I've watched a couple of his interviews. Usually, I'm not the kind of person that watch other people's interview. I don't watch it. I hate watching people, right? But Pyfer did something that pissed me off really bad, that made me start watching stuff. Pyfer, when he saw me in the back, he's the most nicest guy, you know. Usually, when I see my opponent in the back, you. After the fight, we can be friendly. But the guy was so friendly that it was hard to even hate the guy or to right? My coach was telling me, hey, this might throw off your game, right? But then I listened to some interview and he was talking shit, right? I'm like, what the fuck happened to you being nice and all of a sudden you sit here and you talk shit the whole time? And I realized I'm not going to trust two-faced shit like that. And just him and Buckley, like I said, I have nothing against him. I really hope we cross path again. I really hope those two, I swear to God, I'll fucking give you guys nightmare over me. If anytime you hear my name, Razak, you fucking have a nightmare. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I have so much fucking pent-up anger in me. I just want to... And it all started from those fucking bitches. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just ranting.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest about that and talking about it.
Thank you.
Right here, brother. Do you realize that it's been almost 6 years since you've had the opportunity to fight in front of a crowd? I think it goes back to UFC 228, so that's got to be pretty crazy to get that experience back this weekend.
I know. I swear that's what I'm looking forward to, that crowd. Either you booing me or either you cheering for me. I swear to God, I'm going to relish everything. I'm going to take everything in. I'm going to unleash everything inside me. There's not going to be any fucking regret when it comes to Razak. Since that happened to me, from all the mistakes that I have done, there's no fucking regret anymore. There's no looking back. And I really hope they give me that energy I'm looking forward to go and somebody out.
On a lighter note, what was it like when your son judo taught?
You know, you're very proud that your son is able to do something you teach your son, especially. I feel like my son has to train with me all the time. He doesn't have, his siblings are not old enough for him to do, so I have to be a partner for him. But it felt amazing to know what I've done most of my life, I can pass it on to him.
And then have you had the opportunity to train with the new gloves yet? Because there was kind of a thing going on when the new gloves introduced. We weren't seeing too many knockouts, and we were getting a little bit worried. But have you felt the new gloves?
I have felt it. I actually kind of look small. I feel like if you hit somebody, they're gonna feel it very good. So I'm looking forward to try that and see how it is. Yeah.
And then this is your division, so I've got to ask: do you have an opinion on the Dricus and Izzy debate that's kind of going on with the African champion?
Again, I'm gonna say this. Before I say this, I respect Dricus. I respect his the part of say he represents in Africa, right? I respect the things he's done in MMA, but he's a he's a asshole for that word that he used, right? If he's a real African and he lived in Africa, he would have never used that word. He's a ass to use that word, because an African, right? If he raised the poor people in Africa the way I was raised, the way I grew up, with how I go days without food. I have to see my friends eating, and I'll be like, hey, bro, can you give me 1 teaspoon of your food so I can put in my mouth? That's how I'll survive for a few days until I can get money. So if we get the opportunity to leave that shithole, of course, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call my country a shithole, but I'm poor. If I can go to America, right, or I can go to a different country to make a better life for myself, I'll cut out of my leg to go, right? If he's a true African, right, he would have understood that. That means he's living the comfortable life. His family had the money to feed him every day, so he didn't have to worry about leaving to go and make it. So for him to say he's a true African champion that lived there and he made it, he's a fucking bitch for saying that. I respect what he's done, but he's a bitch for that.
Same for me. Cheers, brother.
Razak. So it seems you're definitely carrying a lot of emotion and some demons coming into this matchup. Is there any chance that there is, dare I say, too much emotion, or there's the chance that might be a little bit draining or lead to an adrenaline dump of any sort?
Nah, this is not that type of anger. This is not that side. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready. I feel like I put in everything. Even like I would jump a little bit and I feel like I'm jumping too high and I'm losing my own balance. That's how much work I put in. That's how much confidence I know I put in to come into this fight. And not just that, all my fights from the beginning, this is the anger that carried me into it. This is the anger that makes me find myself in there. This is the anger that makes me go in there and fucking take people's head off. For me, I thrive on that kind of stuff, right? When I try to change, or when I hear people say, hey, you fight too crazy, why don't you take your time, fight, that's not me. That's not fucking Razak. Razak goes in there and he fights like a fucking madman. That's me. That's the anger that drives me to fight like a madman. So when it comes to this, there's no fucking adrenaline dump for that.
Speaking of that kind of madman philosophy, in there you have a ton of first-round finishes. Cody has a bunch of first-round finishes. Do you expect this to be a kind of kill or be killed sort of situation? Somebody's gonna drop?
Yeah, I hope so. That's the plan. I never go into a fight thinking, hey, the fight is gonna last 3 rounds. If it lasts 3 rounds, good. If I knock you out in the first round, I still get the same payment. Why the fuck should I go in there and keep fighting for 15 minutes? Not happening. And I'm happy that he also likes to finish, but I'm gonna break him in that ring. This, like I said, I know myself. I know the way I fight. I've seen his fight. It's nowhere close to my level. Of course, he has a good wrestling, and he's going to try and shoot, and yes, we prepare for that too. And he's going to find that judo too, and I'm going to shove my elbow in his face. That's all that matters.
Understandable. Being that you have some roots here in Denver, training a couple of different spots out here, how important is it for you to go out there and be a representation for your gyms, your training partners, and just some of the students that train at those same academies?
I'm not trying to sound selfish right now, but I don't care about those. You know, usually I feel like when you start caring about what other people, I'm representing this other people, I'm representing you go far from your own self. You're not worried about what you're going to do. You're worried about what other people think, right? And like going back to the things that happened to me, of course, I know I would never do something that evil. May God kill me. I would rather die. I would rather, may God kill me even today, right now. As a Muslim, if God is listening to this, if I lie, may He kill me wherever I am, right? I will never take power away from somebody, restrain somebody to do some evil shit like that, right? So it's, after that happened, I'm start thinking, what is somebody thinking of me? Like right now, I say, now, what is he thinking of me? He probably think I'm guilty. I did that shit. He think I'm guilty. I did that. They think I'm guilty. And then the shame. I start thinking about what other people think. But right now, I found that I said, fuck what anybody else think. It's me. I'm going to be selfish for me. I'm going to be an asshole for me. If it doesn't benefit me, everybody else. Of course, I love my teammates. I love everybody else. But I'm not fighting for them. I'm fighting for me and my family. So
Well said.
I'm going to represent me and my family when I'm in that ring.
Thank you, Razak.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, sounds like today I'm just...
I'm sorry.